no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but she leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cuts in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA, baby.
Champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
They brought in the heavy. I've seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and replaced space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has. But really, it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers now on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Rodgers got Dobbs over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they're so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And it's a Packers touchdown. A.J. Dillon from a yard out. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts on the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 28 yards, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Room here to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They'll check this down complete to 5. He only gets 3. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Jones. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the
on 2nd and goal. Rodgers, touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs there to make the grab. And the Packers are back within a couple of the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll buy some time right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play, and just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Alan Lazard, 48 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. They'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Flush to his right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Second down, back to Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run with Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenneth Gainwell taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They hand off to their big tight end. And this will be a Packers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. Able to find Jones. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. An inside give to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. good. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one, and one was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for two there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Though, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Back to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
need somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. God damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy. Yeah. Hold me. I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement. And this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action. Cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me. Yeah. Slowly. Ain't no more taking it slowly. Yeah. Holy. You're dealing with something that's holy.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go. 180.
Right to the air is Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. To Mixon on the check down. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going
to... Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, here's Sanders. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Hot 70.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and a yard. Hurts. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early between these defenses, a lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 43 yards. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man cover, tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Here we go. 180. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 57.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
57.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4. Burrow. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
McPherson's kick is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another run here with Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Mike 57. Set the tone, defense. 11 MT.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
72 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught by Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back within a single point now. It's 11-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
57, Mike, 57. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Right 80. Right, 11, MT, Tate. 11, MT.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. from the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
11 mighty.
Mixing up the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
11.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 73 yards on the ground for him so far. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
57's the mic, rock 57. Let's get the ball.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Another run with Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Sanders. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 52, and this for the win. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost the game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything. And we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew boons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when it can be chain birth most of the chains in the game?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Dak going to start out going to the air. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Prescott. Out toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 30.
Team. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 9.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 48 yards. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Out of his end zone, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Prescott now from the 50. Dancing to his left. Left side to Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott being chased out left. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, yeah. Right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Play action. Here's Hurts. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Good job. How that boy stepping up behind it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Prescott stripped. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. To throw is Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going to go up top again.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble in 2nd down.
They go play action with Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
36 yards.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And more.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Rolling to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Hurts.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. Incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Again, that's Watkins. And he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now back to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hurts will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Barr.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
57, Mike, 57.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a carry for Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. On 2nd and goal. Hurts to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.